We finally got you.
Yes. What is going on?
I never know what to do because some people sort of press to come in and others I have to ask. So how are you?
I am great. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'll tell you now, I'm drinking gin.
I'm drinking a michelada. So,
Well, you know, it's 10:30 at night for me, so I think I'm allowed to drink gin.
oh wow, yeah, it's 2:30 over here my time. So,
Right, so I will ask a question that I know the answer to. How's it been for you, all this scam stuff?
well, I mean, it's nothing new to me. It's been
Yeah.
going on for at least 5 to 6 years
Mm.
now. And I get daily comments, daily messages, and they also started trickling into my wife's account, and
Mm-hmm.
and going on with her as well. But my wife knows everything already. She knows obviously it's not me sending any kinds of
Yeah.
messages or anything like that to anybody. So, but most of all, we just laugh about it, and we try to warn people as much as we can. But some people just don't get it.
Do you think it's changed recently? Because the recent attack on you, and it wasn't it was an attack on TikTok. You know, do you
Oh,
find that it's changed? That it's getting more aggressive towards you?
I think so because for the most part, people really actually think it's me that's
Yeah.
actually they're scamming them, and I don't know. It's hard for them to believe that it's probably not. They wanted to not want it. They actually wanted to be me. I don't know why, but I mean, like I said, like I don't really take all that to heart. For me, it's just content for my viewers, and we just like kind of laugh it off. But it's kind of like we like to show it out there on TikTok so
Yeah.
people get warned about it, and people know about it. So
Yeah. And the thing is, I'll ask you just for the record. I don't want to know where in the States you are, but you are in the United States.
yeah, I am in California, in Southern California.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Because you see, the thing is that the reason that I started to do these live chats was to show who you were, who the way you talked, and what you were like in conversation. I know you make videos to say it's not you. What you were like in conversation, and of course, when the scammers use you, you are in Afghanistan or Syria or Yemen. I think I've seen you recently, and it's just so that you can say you're not there.
Yeah, exactly. And for some reason, like you said, they say I'm in Syria,
Mm-hmm.
Iraq, Afghanistan on a peace mission.
Mm.
I need help, I need money, and people actually send money. Like the scammers might not ask for money right away because they want to see if they could trust you. They want to get your love, your affection, and all that. And that's how they work. They work their way like 3-4 months down the line. Then they'll start asking for help. They don't ask it right away because they want to get that love first from you, that trust, that loyalty from you, and unfortunately a lot of women fall for that kind of stuff. I don't know why.
Well, they do fall madly in love with you after 3 days, which
I don't know why.
I think in real life, it does take a little while longer, doesn't it?
I
You
mean,
don't fall
I
in love
think
with somebody in 3 days.
exactly, especially you don't never send money to people you don't really know in real life. It's kind of hard. And I know that the scammers, they have a script. They go by scripts, and they go line by line. And if they say something and the victim says something, then they'll go through another line. And it's like that. Unfortunately, it's like a big old scamming network that they have. So
And there's thousands of them. I mean, I've been shocked as time's gone on. I mean, I've been doing this 8 years, something like that. 10 years I've been in sort of researching, scamming, things like that. And it's massive. It is absolutely huge. And I am just shocked at the amount of people that are doing this. And the money they get away with is eye-watering. It's not just, it's gone from being $100 iTunes card. We're talking of tens of thousands, six-figure sums is not unusual these days.
Oh yeah, there's some that send the thousands. It used to be, $100 here,
Oh,
$100 there, and gift cards here, gift cards there. And
mm,
now, I get so many emails. I had this one lady from Japan, uh, you know, thinking she was talking to me,
mm,
and she was gonna send me like $10,000 and this and that. And I'm like, yo, do not send anybody
yeah,
money. They would generate emails, fake emails from like military generals and stuff like that to be
yeah.
directed to the victim to make them think that this is my general that's asking for this money and this and that. And that's, unfortunately, if people don't know better, they fall for it.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the Navy. You don't have generals.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of
And
people don't know.
also,
A lot of people don't know the military and the ranks
yeah,
and how we talk and all that. And if they would just educate themselves just a little bit on, you have to be a detective. You have to go ahead and just
mm,
be if you could just go in there and go to Google is your friend, I'm telling you. And then you just,
it
Google
is.
anything and anything the scammers would say right away because they say the wrong
I,
things all the time. But unfortunately, people don't.
you see, the thing is that when before I met any of you, um, I sort of Googled ranks and badges and your insignia and everything. And I got a page, very, very good page. And it tells me everything. It tells me all your badges. I mean, I know the British ones, but it tells me all your badges in the Air Force, the Navy, the Army. Now, that took me a very short length of time to find it. Now, if that took me a short length of time to find it, that can take anybody.
Exactly.
Anybody can do the same research. And
Yes.
I've seen you. I mean, I've seen you being a general yourself. You've got badges um on your uniform, and then but they give you
Hmm.
a rank that is absolutely ridiculous. Just to
Exactly.
impress the woman. And the thing is, if you were that rich, why do you need money sent to you?
Yep. Yep. Exactly. There was recently on a we were in TikTok. This lady puts out a picture of a penis, right? She puts out a picture of a
No.
penis that some military man took of him, and
Yeah.
his uniform was Air Force. But then she was claiming to everybody that was me, and I was like, unfortunately, if
Yeah,
you
but
knew your your
the
your
thing
your
is, I
uniforms, your military, I'm in the main.
yeah, but I mean, they send these pictures, and unfortunately, ladies, you do send them to me to show me, and I don't really want to see any more of them. But they have certain parts in these pictures, but not the face. Now I know the ladies don't look at the face, but I mean, they do send them, and I think, well, how do you know it's him? I'd like to see
I
you've got your face in there, so you know.
Yeah, and then these ladies get so confused, and I mean, I've been, like I said, I've been attacked. My wife's been attacked, but we take it as a joke now because for a long time I was always on Instagram, like
Yeah,
warning folks,
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
And
Mm.
people just don't listen. They just don't understand.
No,
They want it to be me. They want it, and I'm like, it's not me. I've never talked to you. I've never had hangouts. I never had
yeah.
plenty of fish, all this other stuff, but they keep on suggesting that it's me, it's you owe me money. I had a guy text me on Instagram saying you stole this from my sister, five
Mm.
thousand dollars, and I'm like, I never even met your sister. Who are you talking about? And they
Yeah.
think I'm playing dumb, and
And
unfortunately,
I say
they
this to
some
all
of
of
them.
you. I say this to all of you. If you're going to be a scammer, or if you're going to be a criminal, and you're going to be a con man, I'm sorry, but using your own pictures, you're not a very good one.
Yep, exactly.
Because if somebody's going to be sending, if you scammed me and I sent you $10,000 and I said, well, you scammed me, and I went to the law enforcement and I said, it was you, you would be arrested in a day if it was you, because it would take them that shorter time to find out. And it's just sense to me that it can't be you. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly. If I were to use my face, like you said, and supposedly some people claim that I have FaceTimed them as well. So I'm like,
Yeah, well, they
how?
do. One, they do, because I will explain this because I've done it before. And the thing is, they are so in love with you that Scamboy has his laptop. Oh, you've got wonderful dogs. I have to say, your dogs are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Mine's gone to sleep down here, which is rather good. Right, so they have a laptop and they're playing the video that they've stolen from your Instagram or whatever. So they get their phone and they sort of point the phone at the video, and the woman, and so they're playing a video, but they're moving around a bit so that it looks a bit not very good reception, and of course they don't play any sound, and we get told it must be 50 times a day of all of you, doesn't matter who it is. I saw him move. It had to be him. It was really him because I saw him move. This is a video chat.
Exactly.
Where you can talk, where I can talk, and we can answer each other. This is a video chat. Nothing else.
You're not talking, interacting like me and you are like this. No, it's a scam. Like they have to get to know that.
I don't, I'm at a loss to know what to do about it. I found that doing these, I can, if anybody comes to us and said that it's you, I can say, well, look, I can prove it isn't. But I just don't know. It is a phenomenon to me that it works. And it works so spectacularly.
Yep, exactly. I had not local, but I had police departments contact me, detectives contact me, and I tell them off the bat what I am, what I do, and all that, and then they're like, and within not even 2 minutes of conversation, they're like, yeah, they got, and the lady is, because they know, first of all, why would I jeopardize my 21 career in the military to scam somebody? Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, and also, you are so easy to find. If I was scammed by you and I wanted to find you, I could find you very, very easily. So again, it doesn't make sense. Something else that I want to address, and I feel I can address this because of my age, but I can address this because one thing that really, really gets me very, very angry, and I get lots of scammers using you, and they come to me and all I get is, because I can really see you saying this, hello, pretty. I mean, would you ever say that to anybody?
No. Yeah, hello, pretty. Hey, my dear. I mean, and then the first top questions they ask is, where do you live and what do you do for a living? They want to know.
They want to know
and they want to know
your full name. And I get it, and it's just, my favorite phrase. Age is just a number. Well, I've seen your wife, and I don't think you're going to be looking through Facebook or Instagram, see me, and fall madly in love with me, and decide that you have to come and talk to me because you've fallen madly in love with me. And there's one thing that I really, really have a problem with, and it's women my age being scammed by people of your age. Because in real life, it wouldn't happen. And I get into trouble for that. I will get all sorts of complaints about that, but I stand by it. In real life, it wouldn't happen. And also, online life is the same as real life. If it wouldn't happen in real life, it wouldn't happen online.
Yeah, I mean, the saying goes, not to sound anything, whatever, but if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And unfortunately, the scammers, they know who to contact. They go to their pages and they know it's that that woman that's divorced or doesn't have a husband or something like that. They must target certain people. That's what they do.
I found that they're targeting a lot more younger people. And I don't know whether this is just with the COVID times or something like that, because people are fed up. People are really getting depressed and they're in the house, and you know, it's been a bad time for people. We have had a lot more younger people have been a target. You know, it's just like anybody. Basically, if you're a human and you're breathing, you're a target. Because I'm sorry, Juan, I have seen you on Grindr.
Oh,
You know,
oh yeah. They've told me about that as well. Yeah.
So don't think you just have women after you. You have been on Grindr and you're a gay icon.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've been told by a lot too that you know, even when I'm on base, you know, and I had other fellow comrades there telling me, hey, you know that so and so saw you on this website, so and so website. I'm like, I laugh about it because I know deep down inside it's not true. But I'm just my advice is like tell them to be careful and report it. Now I can't do by every one that I take down, hundreds pop up.
Yes. I mean,
Reporting every.
Somebody's asking what Grindr is. Grindr is a gay man's website. It's a gay man's dating site, and all the same men that they use to scam women, they put on Grindr, so that all the same men that we talk to on here are scamming men as well as women, which is quite funny, but you know, it's not really. Yeah, and it's just, do you know the whole thing? And we say this every week. We could stop scamming tomorrow if people would stop talking to strangers, because I maintain that there is not a red-blooded man in America, England, or anywhere in the world who is going through Facebook or Instagram who will stop and say, I've got to contact you because I think you're so beautiful. It does not happen. It's never going to happen. And never send money.
Oh man. But unfortunately, when this COVID hit, you know, people couldn't go out. They couldn't meet people outside. So they went to the internet, and whatever came their way, you know, they started talking to them. But you know, a lot of the women that I have talked to as well about them getting scammed, they say over the months, you know, when the scammer and the victim really get to know each other, you know, the scammer reveals himself as the real him.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, but maybe after they send some money, I don't know, maybe out of empathy, I don't know.
I think what it is when they've got as far as they can go as you, they know they can't go any further. So then they scam us themselves, but the script is the same. You know, the script is the same for all of them. I'm poor. I don't have a parent. I'm looking after 27 siblings, and my mother needs an operation. And you know, Nigeria is a very bad place. Yeah, because you've made it that way. And you know, the script of the confession is as scripted as the scam.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely.
So, you know, don't believe it. Just do not believe it, and never ever send money to anyone.
Never. I've done multiple YouTube videos on the subject, and they even, you know, some of them, you know, they use my son as well. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Let people know that that's my son and this and that, and you know that's unfortunate, but it happens. Because, you know, I'm all over social media because I put those pictures out there, but yeah, I put them for my own social media, you know, stance, not for people to get scammed with. But unfortunately, that happened. You know, about it, I used to, all of them. I used to get so mad and frustrated, and I used to report all of them, but I just couldn't. I just stopped. I'm like, you know what? Like,
well, you can't. You could. You know, as I've just spoken to Rob, and you know, the thing is that what people don't realize is if a woman gets scammed, she gets scammed once. I hope it's only once, but she gets scammed once, and she has had the choice of responding to that first contact, responding to the romance, responding to the ask for money, and sending money. You do not have that choice. You are just use everything that you put out there. And I'm sorry, ladies, that one or two have said, you know, on the way up, on the things. I do not believe that anybody should be forced to put their social media account on private.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the way, you know, because I run a business social media, and a lot of our businesses are through social media traffic, all that, and all the support that we get from them. So I don't have the luxury of putting it on private. You know, I have to put it on public. You know?
And really, why should you? Why should you have to put things on private? How should anybody have to put anything on private? Because a Nigerian might come along and steal it.
That's right.
It's just all completely wrong. And we can't live, we can't hide away because these people are doing this. Nobody can. I mean, unfortunately tonight, just before I came on with you, I've had to talk to somebody, and there was somebody on WhatsApp pretending to be us, pretending to be Scam Haters United on WhatsApp, doing recovery scams. So we've been on WhatsApp apparently. We've been on WhatsApp, and we've got somebody called Patrick, who's an FBI agent, who's offering to get people's money back.
Oh, yes.
So people are sending them money. They haven't come to us on Facebook or Instagram and asked if it's us. They've sent money, and I would love to be able to stop how people send money so easily.
Yeah, I know. And then I don't know, because in order to send somebody money, right, you got to have their real name. There's I don't know how, because most of the money that people send out, it's like maybe Western Union or stuff like that, and you got to have a real name. So what names are the scammers giving them? Because obviously the scammer has to get the money from where they're at. So it's not going to be Juan Avalos.
No, it's not. But you see, the thing is that it might be somebody. If I am being scammed by your pictures, I am so madly in love with you that if the scammer says to me, I'm going to send you some money, honey, and I would like you to accept it, if you just give me your bank account, if you accept this money for me, and can you send it on to my agent or my friend? The victim thinks that she's doing something for her boyfriend. So the boyfriend, so the scammer then goes to another woman that he's scamming, and he says, can you send this money to the nanny who's looking after my child? So they would give her then my bank account details, and the woman sends. There are money mules, tens of thousands of money mules right across America, right across the world. And they are using that information to scam. I don't know whether you've ever seen, Juan, in the paper. Nigerians are using these scams and using these money to claim unemployment checks and small business allowance checks, your COVID relief checks.
Oh, wow.
And they are getting details of women, and they're doing them with romance scams. And I can show you something that was on Telegram, because we follow them all on Telegram and their tutorials. And they've stolen $38 billion from the United States government, and they're congratulating each other.
Oh my God! Wow.
It's on there, and it's good work, boys. Good work. We've done well.
That's unbelievable.
That's because the women, and you've got to help me tell these women, why would you give away your social security number to anybody? There is no reason. If you were talking to anybody, Juan, there is no reason in the world why you would need their social security number.
Yeah, I mean, unless I want to scam them or something, yeah.
Well, yeah. But there isn't,
And there's the other story too, that the women who think they're getting scammed by me sends intimate pictures to that scammer.
Yeah.
Now that scammer has those intimate pictures, and then next thing you know, he blackmails them, like, send me money or I'm gonna spread these pictures all over the internet. And that's one of the ways they do it well.
Yeah. Sadly, there are women older than me sell naked pictures to scammers.
Mm-hmm. And then the scammers will go ahead and blackmail them. Like, if you send me money, I'm going to spread these all over the internet.
Yeah. And it's quite a hard thing to do. It's not that easy to publish naked pictures of anybody. I've seen them do it. I've seen them, you know, they'll make an Instagram page and they'll put the naked pictures on. And believe me, they're not very nice. They, you know, they're really not sexy. But at some point in the scam, the women have got so wrapped up in it that they've taken their clothes off for a scammer. But let's face it, Juan, they don't know it's a scammer. It's somebody they've never met.
Exactly.
So how do you get so wrapped up with somebody by text? Because basically that's what it is, isn't it? It's the fact that all this romance has been by text, because if you said about video, it's a minute and it's not very clear. They've not talked. It is by text.
It is all by text, and especially, you know, you could red flag a scam when they tell you, hey, let's chat on WhatsApp, let's chat on Hangouts. You know, that's their way of, you know, they're luring you to their world, you know, to what they know best, and they'll say, do, create anything to get you to send them money. They'll say anything.
So confirm for me that you are not on Hangouts.
I am not on Hangouts. WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp?
Not on
None of them.
not on any dating sites whatsoever. You'll only find me on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. And you know, this is, I like to get you to say that, because I will say that to women, and women will say, how do you know? I'll say, well, you told me, you know. But if you tell them, that's different, because, you know, they are telling you. So in a way, I'm glad that you're not, because I was appalled at what happened to you on TikTok. I really was. We've seen a big increase in the guys being blamed. And it's some of the things that these guys have been getting sent to them have been horrible. They really have been just vile things that have been, you know, women have been sending them. One guy who we know, and a woman sent to him because she'd been scammed by his pictures and she sent money, and you know, she's emailing him saying, pay up, gay guy, because he's gay. So she's really, you know, she's since found out he's gay, and he's so easy to find, you know. And that's what gets me as well, Juan, that most people, you know, if anybody did an image search of your picture, how long would it take to actually find that you were all over the internet? I will try with Frankie Lee Flores, because that woman keeps saying, but how long would it take anybody to find your picture on the internet?
Like 2 seconds.
Absolutely. Most of the ones I've put there.
All you do is go to Google. You can type in my name, Juan Avalos, and everything. I even did like a TV show type interview with BBC. I don't know if you heard of them.
Yes.
But they like a special on me about somebody getting scammed with my picture and stuff like that. So yes, just do your research. Type in my name. We'll find out. Somebody just asked if I am not on Facebook. I do not have any Facebook profile. Trust me, with any name. Okay.
No, and sometimes because we take a lot, we take quite a few down. They make fake pages of you on Facebook. But you know, if anybody comes across anything with Juan on Facebook, send them to us.
There you go.
We don't have a lot of power on the internet, but the one thing we can do is we can take down fake Instagram accounts, and we can take down fake Facebook accounts, whether they are profiles or pages. I send in big long lists to Facebook and Instagram 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and they take them down for us. So, you know, don't send them to Juan, because he's sick of hearing from you. Give him a bit, you know, give him some space, because he's sick of hearing from you. Yeah, and you know, we do try and get people not to contact you or your wife, but they don't take any notice of us. So
I mean, life are nice people. We welcome anybody that has questions or anything like that. But when you come accusing us of stuff,
Yeah.
that goes different ways, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, on TikTok, and TikTok, she was not going to have it. But one of the women there was not going to have it that she had not sent you $3,000.
Yeah, did you read that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And then unfortunately, once one woman starts saying that I got scammed by me, here comes the other ones following her. Oh, it's true, it's true, it's true. It's like, come on, man. Like, wow.
Yeah, he scammed me as well, and he's all over the place, and he's scamming me as well. Well, ladies, come on, we're better than this. We've got more sense than this. So yeah, so thank you so much, Juan, for talking to me. It's a case of what can we do? Really, what can we do? Because the Nigerians are winning in this.
Well, all the power for the people, the victims getting scammed. If you see something, if you smell something, if you report it, block them, do your research, and then, you'll find out right away. So, I mean, we just have to get smarter on this. That's it.
It is. And the word no is wonderful. It is a brilliant word that nobody will use. They'll say, well, they'll come to us and say, I'm talking to some pictures and I found out it's Juan Avalos. What can I do? Really? You block them. You stop talking to them. Because, they always say, I'm real, babe. And everything that he says on Instagram is just fake because he has to. But it's, you're really talking to the real one. Well, come on, it's ridiculous that everything you put on Facebook, on Instagram, is fake, but the person that they're talking to is actually real.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, but I mean, people get mad at me because I don't report them. And I'm like, man, I've been reporting them. It's just they
well,
pop
this
up.
is it. I mean, you can't do anything about it. And they'll say something like, I want to tell him. Can you help me get in touch with him because I want to tell him so he can tell the FBI.
Mm-hmm. I get all that a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't do anything.
I mean, imagine that phone call, FBI agent. I want to report somebody like me scamming people. I mean, they're gonna hang up.
Yeah, they are, and also, where do you think they are? They're sat in Nigeria. Oh, okay, bye. We've got to get together and we've got to fight these people in Nigeria, and that's the only thing that we can do. And it's got to come from this side. It really has. So yeah, I will say thank you very much for doing this with me. It really does. It really does help a lot. I will say, Juan, that next week, 47 years ago, I joined the Navy.
Wow.
I am an actual Navy veteran.
There you go. Hoorah.
Yeah. And it seems and it was only sort of when I worked up the 47, which was quite, astounding, really. Yeah. I was the youngest woman ever to join the Women's Royal Naval Service, because when I got there, you had to be 17 and a half to join. And when I got there, I was 17 years and 6 days, not 6 months. They'd made a mistake. So they said, oh, you're here now, we may as well keep you. So I'm the youngest woman to ever have joined the Navy in England. And I will say, it's 300 years ago and the ships were made of wood at the time, but, I was in the Navy. So, yeah, and my son's in the Navy. He's under the sea in a submarine. So there you go.
All right, congratulations. That's awesome.
So, yeah, we have ties. So anyway, thank you very much.
Hey.
And let's hope that we can do something.
Yes. Let's just keep fighting, man. Keep fighting the good word. And I'm glad you guys are out there spreading all this here. And I'm glad to be a part of it. And anytime you want me back.
Brilliant. Yes, I definitely will. Thank you very, very much, man.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Have a good day. Bye now.
Bye.
Oh, he's still there. No. Right, that was good. I think I'm the luckiest lady on the internet by far, because I got all these lovely men. So yeah, you can hear what he sounds like. You can hear the way he talks and his character and his personality. And I can guarantee you that if you've ever spoken to a scammer who says they are Juan Avalos, he will not sound anything at all like that. So thank you very much, Juan. Thank you very much, all the people that have been there. I'm going to put this on all of our platforms now. And it is 11 o'clock at night. And I still have gin. So I've still got some gin to finish. So thank you very much. Thank you for all my birthday wishes, because I saw them coming up, but I didn't want to sort of, you know, interrupt him. So thank you all very much. And I know that a few of you do ask me if I can do live chats with other people. So far, I've been doing them with the people that I know, that we know, sorry, not personally, that we know as a page, but there, you know, there are others that I am going to try to get in touch with and see if they will do a live chat with me, because I think they're helping, and certainly you all enjoy them. So good night, everybody, and thank you for my birthday wishes, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.